You're thinking about becoming a doctor. Yes, medicine can be incredible. The money, the prestige, the impact. But this decision doesn't just shape the next 4 or 8 years of your life, it could shape the next 40. If you don't get this right, you could spend a decade or more chasing a career that doesn't fit you. And by the time you realize it, it's too late to get those years back. So the question isn't just, do I want to be a doctor? The real question is, am I willing to bet the next decade of my life on this? For this video, I've looked at the research, I've pulled out some key stats for you, and I've spoken with several doctors to tell you exactly what you need to know about being a doctor. We're going to break down the pros and cons of daily life as a doctor, and I'm going to walk you through a quick exercise you can do right now to see if this is a great fit for you or not, and what other great careers you could do as well. Let's start. Pros. If you've considered medicine, you've thought about some of the great pros and cons. Pros, you can help people in a very direct way. You also know it's a very well paying job for most doctors. It's also very prestigious. You get to tell people you want to be a doctor, and you get a lot of positive feedback from that. But clearly, being a doctor is not all sunshine and lollipops. There are cons. Being a doctor requires a demanding path. 11% of 15-year-olds say they expect to become doctors. Now, in the US, only about 0.38% of all adults are doctors. Do you see the math problem here? What if way more people want to be doctors than ever actually become one, like 37 to 1? That could be competitive. It also takes an emotional and mental toll to study to be a doctor and being a doctor as well. In one survey of 12,000 physicians in the US, only 6% describe their morale as positive. For some, it's not the job you expect. There's more paperwork and bureaucracy. You might need to run your own business as a doctor. You're also in sales. You've got to convince patients to do things they might not want to do. Listen, I'm not sharing any of these cons to crush your dream. If you want to be a doctor, go for it. It can be a great path. The fact that it's competitive, takes hard work, those aren't reasons not to do it necessarily. In fact, they might be great reasons to do it. You would learn a lot and grow on this journey. Being a doctor is currently your plan. There are a few key mistakes you need to be aware of. These are easily avoidable, but major mistakes that a lot of students make when considering a path in medicine. Mistake number one, choosing medicine solely for prestige, money, or family expectations. Medicine's an incredibly demanding career, right? Long hours, years of schooling, constant pressure. Parents want the best for their kids and they have the best intentions. They generally think pushing you towards medicine can be a great thing. And maybe they would get a bit of an ego boost themselves knowing their child became a successful doctor. But you're your own person and you should pursue the career path most appealing to you. If your main motivation's external approval or status, there isn't enough intrinsic interest to sustain you through the hard parts of being a doctor. People who pursue careers just for extrinsic reasons like prestige, family pressure, or money, they're less likely to experience happiness. They're more likely to experience stress, burnout, and regret over their time spent. Mistake two, not taking the time to find out what it's actually like to be a medical student or a doctor. It's easy to be drawn to this prestige and saying, well, you know what? I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be a doctor. And some people are. However, there are real costs involved. For some students, the key question is, do I love what medicine sounds like or what it's actually like? Do I love the work of medicine or the idea of being a doctor? What you want to know is, what's typical day like for a real doctor? What problems are you solving? What are the obstacles? How does it feel to do it? Mistake number three, ignoring the other high paying, high challenge, high impact, high prestige careers that they can do before committing to the doctor path. In fact, most students underestimate the amount of great lives they can have and the great career options that exist in the world. They only know a handful of job titles and they think they need to choose just one thing for the rest of their lives. Okay, I want to share with you what you can do to avoid these three mistakes and confirm that the doctor path is right for you. The key is exploring. So, number one, find out if medicine is the right path for you for the right reasons, like something you care about. Two, find out what being a doctor is actually like. And three, explore other great career options that might be available to you. Instead of backup options, think of these as great career options. Look at this list. There are other jobs that compete with medicine on so many other factors. Some of these have better pay, more prestige, better hours, more respect. Maybe you're looking for more autonomy, more one-on-one time with people, more impact, more scale, more opportunity. There's so many options available to you, and you need to evaluate what you care about. What will be best for you in your career? Let me share two examples. One, an occupational therapist gets to do hands-on work with patients. Maybe you love that, and you get to follow up with the patients and transform their life over a period of time. Maybe for you, you want to think about being a biomedical engineer because you want to leverage your creativity. You love having great hours, way better hours than a doctor, and you want to make a big impact. Some of you want to be health technology entrepreneurs. You want to invent stuff. You want to run a business. Listen, you have to think about who you are and what you value, because medicine, being a doctor, probably doesn't have the exact best combination of every specific thing you're looking for. I know this approach is not simpler than just saying, I want to be a doctor, but the few minutes you invest in thinking about this now could save you decades of your life. To be a doctor or not to be a doctor, how will you figure it out? My advice to you is to try it. Can you spend 5 minutes right now researching what your next 5 years will be like? I created an asset to help you explore in little chunks, 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks. And there are specific activities you can do to explore the medical path to find out if it's a great fit for you. One alternative is not doing any of the exploration at all. Just put your head down like an ostrich under the sand and expect everything to work out as planned. Or invest a little bit of time up front to make sure that this is a great path for you. I'm not suggesting this list of activities to validate that being a doctor is a bad path. Not at all. This could validate that it's a great path for you. In fact, whether it's a great path or not, these activities are not a waste of time. The time and energy you invest here will help you build skills, gain experience that can apply to a lot of different career paths. You can download this list of activities in the description below. Once you've tried out a few things, reflect. What did you like? What did you not like? Was it different than what you expected? What do you want to explore next? Through this reflection process, you'll figure out what's a good fit for you or not. Thanks for watching the video. You're on this channel because you want to create a great career, a great life, and you want the best available advice and careers. Let me know what was most useful for you in the comments. Leave a comment below with one action you're going to take today, and I'll see you in the next video.